News, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. Presidency moves to disrupt planned protests on Independence Day. This is what is happening right now. Nigerians are planning towards October 1st, Nigerians' Independence Day, and everybody is waiting patiently to be able to express themselves. It feels like Tinubu's time, like Nigerians have lost their voice. This was the same nation that were not suffering half of what they are suffering now. And good luck in Billy Jonathan's time, we saw that people came out, putting his picture on a coffin and, crying out and saying he must go. He is the worst thing that has happened. And they did everything, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that they push Goodluck Jonathan out of the way. In fact, for the North, Goodluck Billy Jonathan went ahead and built schools for their majories, supporting them to make sure that the children of the less privileged become somebody. He went ahead to say that even he has a vision that one day an Amajiri will become president, a doctor, a lawyer. That was the kind of vision he had for this country. That was the kind of vision, that was what he saw. It was the very northern governors and people that laughed him to scorn, saying, "You are wasting your time." So those same set of people, I'm just trying to paint a picture of what Goodluck Ebele Jonathan did for Nigeria. How he went ahead. A man, I'm not saying he's perfect. Don't get me wrong. Not, but he had a good heart. Such a man was pushed away. And when he left and Buhari came, Nigerians, apologized. Even the Northerners, they apologized. Not once, not twice, not three times. Apology was just flowing. That's exactly what is happening. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Presidency moves to disrupt planned protests on Independence Day. Nigerians are in shock. Nigeria will be celebrating its 64th Independence Day on October the 1st, 2024. While the government prepares for the traditional celebration, certain groups have slated this day to begin sustained protest across the country over hardship, which they attribute to bad governance. This planned protest, tagged Fearless in October or Bad Governance Protest in Nigeria 201, follows a similar 10 days protest in August, where thousands across various states expressed grievances against the government policies. The August protests focus on revisiting government policies, including removal of fuel subsidy on petrol, floating the naira, and increasing electricity tariff. Despite passionate pleas and caution from authorities, protests turned violent with attacks on personnel and infrastructure. To prevent a repeat of the August violence, the presidency says is engaging with protest organizations to reach an understanding before October the 1st. Special advisor Bioniga says the government supports peaceful protests but is apprehensive with potential riots. Government is not against peaceful protests by Nigerians. After all, it is their fundamental right to stage any protest. But government is always apprehensive about such protests degenerating into a riot, as we experienced in August or in 2020 NSAS protests in many parts of the country. Security agencies have been discussing with some of the organizers and are now monitoring the development so that they do not plunge the country into chaos and allow themselves to be to used by internal or external forces which want to circumvent the country of its 16 months old administration, which Tinubu is trying hard to build. He highlighted that economic reform have started yielding dividends, citing indicators from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Nigeria Bureau de Change, NBS. Since the August protest, the economic situation has worsened. Petrol price have risen to 1,000 naira, and the exchange rate right now is 1,600 per dollar. Many Nigerians are feeling the hardship and are complaining on Tinubu's administration. So Nigerians are really sincerely planning a protest, but the government of Nigeria is working tirelessly to ensure that this does not happen. The government of Tinubu have continued to work against the people, saying, there is no need for, for the people to come out and to say, they want to do this or that the people should stay put, that Tinubu's administration is putting things in place and that things are working. But guess what? Those are just stories. Okay, we call them stories, and stories and stories. These are all stories. The government, this situation is not working, is not helping at all. Nothing is working. Let's be honest and sincere. Nothing is working. Everyone is seeing how things are. And to be quite sincere, it feels like we don't even know where we are headed, like we don't know our right from our wrong. A nation where people begin to wonder if, we can really reclaim our nation from the decay road which it has stepped itself into, and that road seems to be like an expressway that is just flowing down and is just going down and down and down the drain. How can we truly, say things will change if we continue to behave in such a way? Nigerians, the time is now. Every one of us must do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that changes come. It feels like the change is no longer affecting. It's not affecting the presidency. It's only affecting the people, the common man and woman on the streets. So when you look at it, you see that every one of us needs to understand this, and every one of us needs to know what can be done differently in order for us to truly experience some of this change that we've all been praying for. So Nigerians, it is what it is. It is what it is. Every one of us must do everything humanly speaking possible. We cannot continue with the same thing over and over again then expect a different result. The change we've been praying for must come. We must work for, we must really look forward to having this change. We must do everything humanly speaking possible and ensure that Nigeria really changes, because we don't have leaders who will supervise that and see to it that it happens. Most of them are doing everything, just to humiliate the people who have stood, and who are standing to say, Nigeria must improve or things must change. It's terrible. How do we really reconcile all of this? You see, how do we reconcile all of this? So these are some of the things going on right now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. We must stick as one. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.